So, going on a walk with the dog. But I want to talk about deplastifying your life. So, something I've been doing that has saved me money, has reduced plastic input. Come here, Mocha. Come on. Over here. Stay off the tar. Come on. Off the tar. Come on. Come on. Yep. Okay. Stinker. Okay. So, I walk the dog, and you normally have these doggy bags. When I got the dog, she came with a little plastic container for plastic bags on the leash. And you use those plastic bags to sanitarily contain the mess of your pet. And, if you're in the suburbs, yeah, you have to put it away somewhere and get it to trash. But I'm out in the woods almost. It's kind of a blended area. I've got large areas of just, organic, left basically fallow all year. The leaves stay there. This is old forest, So I could carry plastic bags through here and then pull it out and stretch it out and shake it out, just shaking off microplastics the whole time. And then use it to contain a little mess the dog made. Instead, what I'm doing is instead of throwing away shipping cardboard, I'm breaking it into, whatever size I want, really. I've got plenty of it. And making it into sheets, and I take 2 sheets of cardboard that are typically, let's say, 5 inches by 5 inches. So it gives me plenty of space to scoop and keep my hands free. And I just scoop up what I can, and I just huck it in the woods. And now there's no plastic introduced whatsoever, right? It's all biodegradable. It's all gone within a few months. These woods are full of critters and deer and shit. There's animal shit all over the place around here, okay? So small things that we can make, small choices, like mindful understandings of ways where we can close the loop, right? So if you have an excess of something, shipping cardboard, what can you make use of for it? Nighthawk in Light is a YouTube creator, I believe is his YouTube name. But he has a whole series on building furniture with cardboard. It's a perfectly suitable building material. When you get down to it, particle board is not much different than cardboard. A few steps of processing, and you pretty much have the exact same thing. Anyways, close that loop, get rid of plastic. Find what you have abundance of, figure out a way to make use of it, figure out more ways to make use of it. Try to throw less away, right? But the big thing about the big 3 that everybody forgets is they're in order of importance, and reduce is the first. First, we have to reduce our plastic input. So, you're using one-use fucking water bottles. Please stop. You're a bad neighbor. Right? Can you just get responsible on your water and get a reverse osmosis water filter, maybe, at home and save money? Just with a little bit of effort, you get better result. It's incredible they can still sell us tap water in a plastic bottle. But point is, if you are just buying bottled water and drinking a bottle of water or 2-3 bottles every day, you're generating a shitload of plastic waste for no reason. Can you just stop? Right? And is it that much work to get away from it? I don't think it is. Stay over here, Mocha. Come on.
Okay, don't worry, she's tied up.
Yeah. She's an old dog. She won't get too far. She doesn't. Come on. Oh, I'm certain. Yeah. Have a nice day. Sorry. God bless you. Have a nice day. You look very friendly. Mocha's too popular. So curse the burden. Anyways, You know, when you look at these things physically, systemically, which I'm an engineer, I did industrial controls for a while, so I've been through a lot of factories. This is stuff I've just watched since college because I had teachers in college who did alert me to the reality that there just was no feedback from knowledge into our society. And the karma there is plain, right? I mean, the point is now we all know we have plastic in us. How much plastic? Do you think it's just like, don't worry about it, don't measure it, it's going to make a difference if you don't measure it, you just got to do what you're going to do, and ultimately, hopefully you end up around the average level of plastic? Or are you intelligent and, you know, refining? Are you proactive in your life, pushing yourself to say, I'm going to use a reverse osmosis filter, which, yes, has a plastic case. Not single-use plastic, a dense piece of plastic. Yes, there will be some flecks of plastic that come up off of it. Those flecks are not the same shit you get off of single-use plastic. So, learning that this very much is what comes home to roost in your life. Right now, I mean, I'm not going to put the camera up because I'm containing the situation, but the sky is gray. I'm wearing a mask right now. Let me do this. Wearing a mask right now. The sky is fucking gray. That's the sun back there? See that halo around it and shit? It's ashes from wildfires. And right now, on the air quality scale, we're halfway to like emergency levels. When do you start to prepare? When are you going to say, how am I going to keep the air in my house? Ooh, look, another, way to go. Another monarch. I got a really great shot with a monarch earlier. I'm going to put on this. You know, how are you filtering the air in your house? Right now, maybe have a HEPA filter. I hate to break it to you, but that was a marketing gimmick. HEPA filters do not help you. You need like 20 of them to make a difference in your room. The result. Oh, come on. Hello. Letting the car get past us. Okay. So, I mean, this is how fucking immediate it is. Do you smell smoke right now? If you're living in Michigan, you very likely do. If you're outside, you certainly do. And when you get home, can you get away from it? You got a very clear indicator right now of the real state of your house. You understand now that the drafts, they're good and bad. I used to have a really drafty places, and I like things about the fresh air exchange. Do you want a drafty place when you're worried about what's in the air? This is hopefully just mostly organic matter, but we don't know. Maybe you get a whiff of what was just burning house, or burning electrical station, burning generators, burning fucking anything that's out in the woods. Toxic dump sites that are unknown, that are industrial fallout, you know, that shit is real. So do you want to be breathing in the air? And when it's done, once that shit's in your lungs, what do you say to anyone? Once your kid is looking at you, wondering why it is you were in that situation. Let me tell you a story. My mom was an x-ray tech. And I had her take a couple x-rays of me to kind of make an art piece for my friend. I mean, it was a minor bit. You know, you shouldn't play around with this stuff. She was the one who operated the machine. She was able to run it and give me a couple of prints. So she did it, and I saw in my lungs, on the bottom of my lungs, there's a rim of heavy metals. Something heavy. And this is what I saw when I was in fucking high school. And my high school was we were literally going to school during the construction. which was just stupid, right? But this is how negligent and retarded, I mean, these local cities actually are. So yeah, it's the shit is, I realized then, I see the feedback, oh shit, where'd that come from? It's like, well, if I'm fucking walking through all this shit, you know, if they're shaving metal part of the day, there's dust, you kick it up as you just walk through it, you got an army of kids. And they were doing work during class. I mean, like part of the building, there's literal construction going on with these assholes. Anyways, once it's done, it's done. You just got to deal with it. You got to do what you can to get away from it. Don't be an asshole. Wear a mask at least, right? And the point is, when you're an idiot about it, is you're not just fucking up your life. Every person you inspire to like act like you is also hurting themselves. Is also eating plastic. Is also breathing in poison. And they choose not to get away from it because of a traditional egoic pride. They don't even understand how little it would cost to get away from it. So it's really frustrating when you talk to people and they want to relate on their present struggles and you just watch them just poison themselves all day, eating shitty food, right? Buying into the marketing gimmicks like probiotics. Just fast. Probiotics are just the most absurd bullshit. I mean, I can't believe being so worried that you work your stomach into knots and then trying to fucking take more medicine to try to untie the knots that you're consciously working directly into your gut. Your body hears you, and it's inescapable karma. But yeah, less plastic in your life. I got these linen pants. This is a cotton shirt. I had to buy my cotton boxers offline. Woven cotton. They don't sell anything like that at Costco anymore. Probably the same at Meijer. I haven't checked though. They're spinning up plastic. They're putting it on us. When you wash it, you're making microplastics. You're releasing PFAS. Look up what happened with the human sludge they put on farms. Your laundry is putting out PFAS. You know that, right? Because you're choosing to wear plastic. You think it looks cute. It's quote unquote sweat wicking or some shit because you're too nervous to have a sweat stain. You're gonna wear a plastic all around and like shed microplastics into your entire fucking environment. If it wasn't causing so much trouble, I think that we wouldn't need to do this, but they saved money with it. And the really scary part is, you know, as the nature gets disturbed, how are you going to be able to get cotton? Will you even know, you know? Talk about skincare. God, these people are just ruining their own skin with all this fucking skincare. What do you think animals do? You think skin just like melts off their bodies if they don't have fucking 10 fucking products? They don't exfoliate and shit? Trying to reach perfection every single day is a vain, self-destructive existence, and every time that you have a little blemish, it has a tremendous weight to you, and that's just the weight of the sin of justifying your life based on vanity. But do you, right? Your produced freezer foods are literally have plastic foils that just fall to pieces as you rip them. You cover it in saran wrap, you put it in Tupperware. You cook on broken Teflon like you're not doing exactly what you're never supposed to do. Like it's the warning of this shit. And somehow, because you're broke, you think that you're Superman and your body's not going to get fucked up as you just casually eat chips of fucking Teflon. All you gotta do is buy some fucking stainless steel pots and pans. They last forever. You'll never need another pair. Get some actual fucking scouring pads. Chore Boy. I love Chore Boy. I sew my Chore Boy together. Nowadays they make Chore Boy to fall apart. It's got these wispy little parts of copper. They used to be just much more robust copper coils. Maybe that'll come back. We'll see as the global market expands, we'll find a new chore boy. But point is, I can use my chore boy on my stainless steel pans, and there's nothing that you're gonna cook or burn that's gonna fuck with chore boy. So, you've got a solution which is bulletproof, lets you play around, right? Things you can never do. The Teflon coating is what limits you. The ceramic coating is what limits you. You never had a real fucking adult around you to point out that was a stupid fucking play to let go of the old world, cast iron or stainless steel. Yes, and I mean the thing is, I saw a few people who complained about it. I saw a few people who tried to advocate for it. People, oh, I love my stainless steel pan. Okay, great. But they went off into the woods and they just let society rot, and the attention all turned towards the algorithms, and these kids didn't know to not follow the crowd. The algorithm has no power, right? If the kids chose to oppose the algorithm would be literally bankrupt overnight. The children are still choosing what they're going to do. The point is, we are failing to create an environment which is sufficiently engaging. Is it that hard to make an engaging scenario for people in this moment when we have all this technology, when we can fucking project holograms and shit? Is it really hard to entertain some young people? It never was hard. And are they going to want to be entertained when their fucking whole body is hemorrhaging fucking plastic from every fucking orifice because they literally live off of a endless chain of single-use plastic? It's tragic. It's stupid. Anyways, well, deplastify your life if you can for yourself. I mean, I still got plastic on my shoes. Here she goes. You want to see her? You want to see how happy she is to run to the lake? Where are you going, Mocha? Where are you going? No, you would never just bolt. Oh, no, she wouldn't. She's happy and everything. Now I pet her for a second. Oh, get you out of here, fly. I'm gonna give her a quick anti-tick rub down. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Nothing's on there, nothing could last there. These aggressive pittance. Here she goes. All right, Stinker. Oh, you don't want to go on the lake? I don't believe it. That's different. Okay, we're going in. I'm gonna get the scooper. Incoming lady.
Can you believe she followed me? She followed me and...
Oh, fresh air. Oh, give me a second to recover. Wearing a mask for a long time is kind of rough. Okay, we're just gonna... Okay, so, you know, you reach a point where our culture is so disastrously out of tune with its lived experience. The lived experience, the reality that is, are you certain that your kid should be going to college right now? Are you certain there's a benefit to your kid going away from the emotional support base that it did have into a college? Leaving home, does that make any sense right now? I don't think so. I don't think it does at all. Because the thing is, you're forcing them to, yeah, they're going to find their own way through it. But you're acting like there's no predatory situation at college. I'm 43 years old. When I was at college, they had all those stands with the credit cards and all the fucking scams. And yeah, zero APR. I knew people who just rolled credit card balances over and over and over as they expired the 0% APR period of it, right? I mean, this is stupid stuff. But the money games that were going on in the early 90s and the 2000s, wow. I have no idea what it is now. I know that the universities are fundamentally 100% sold out. The universities are literally bankrolled, controlled, ordered around, submissive to embedded interests that are farming off your fucking children who are using a federally outdated program to funnel fortunes into their fucking bank accounts. And your kid is coming out traumatized. Perhaps they're a little bit more skilled, but they're kind of fucked up, right? Does that help anything? Can they find work when they get out, right? And if they can't find work, are they sitting at home learning about how many mistakes their family has been making now for fucking decades? Where the parents, the grandparents, doesn't matter who it is in the family unit should learn this. Deplastify your fucking life and just let them be the canary in the coal mine. Take yourself out of the average thinking, put yourself at I am intending to survive, and not just survive, but thrive. It's not shameful to expect more from life. It's not shameful to, make absolute rancor about the Donner Party before it sets off. Right? We understand these things, and we have armies of opinions from idiots, right? And if you listen to an idiot, God bless you. Go ahead, do that, okay? But the internet, social media, this moment of technology, what it has changed, and what is driving the disruption, and what will ultimately resolve the disruption. Don't resist it. Go through the social media. Develop a human network and a civic awareness that just makes basic fucking choices. Proactively sheltering every fucking one. Okay, we don't benefit by leaving people to stress. We don't benefit with ego. But where is our society that does not project bullshit, egoic, fucking boomer delusions? They rule over a sinking fucking boat. They lecture us about how everything's just fine all the time while they themselves eat the dog shit. You're going to have plastic in your life. You're not going to ever get to 100%. But you talk about it for yourself. You talk about it with your friends. There's a culture that exists there. And those of us who have chosen to become educated and choose to feed that back into our lives reap the rewards of that mindful awareness. I'm not saying I'll live forever. I could be very seriously afflicted right now and not even know it. And I might even have indications I'm seriously afflicted. Not many, not comparatively, for certain at 43. But, this is fleeting. Life is fleeting. Get hit by a truck, get hit fucking meteor, who knows what will happen. I'm not trying to say that I'm going to take over the world. I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm trying to tell your family, deplastify. When you see plastic, say, whoa, wait, does that need to be plastic? Could it be glass? Could it be steel? Could it be something that lasts for 20, 30 years? Like it had to be not that long ago. And we know that we have compromised into planned obsolescence. Why is there a debate at all? Why does anyone have to step forward and tell you that literally hauling your water home from the store, are you so incredibly feeble that your little brain there can't even as you pick up the water that we weren't picking any of that up in the 80s. We had Aquapure would drive a 5-gallon bucket and a 5-gallon thing. And I being a bigger guy, I mean, I was often the guy replacing it. That at least was, you know, and I was filtered. That was back when you couldn't get a reverse osmosis filter. iSpring on Amazon. iSpring. ISPRING. NSF certified reverse osmosis water filters. Work with your neighbors. Get your water source clean. Get your air clean. Get your clothes clean. And then if you're smart, stop covering yourself in industrial soaps that strip away all of your sebum. Stop putting moisturizing lotions out of plastic bottles that are designed to be reapplied every couple of hours. Don't buy their bullshit about wearing sunscreen. It's bullshit. I have the original sunscreen. Shade. Common motherfucking sense. These people are so dumb. They're so cowed and scared. They're scared of the fucking sun itself. This is not the way to get to longevity. It's not the way to get to wellness. It has all sorts of expenses all along the way. I like saponified olive oil soap. Papoutsakis, I believe, is the Greek soap. It's a couple dollars per bar. And it will not ravage your skin to begin with. And then instead of using a moisturizer, I use a carrier oil, like sweet almond oil. Okay, very accessible. You can use petroleum oil. I mean, it's not baby oil, right? Johnson & Johnson stuff. That has no life thing going on in it, and that has its own benefits. Definitely if it's a wound, use the petroleum stuff. Like I do stock Vaseline. You know, sometimes you just want to create a protective barrier. Aquaphor was my main thing for healing tattoos. I got a bunch of tattoos. It was very true for that too. And this is just my experience. You need your own experience. Your family needs its own family wisdom. But family wisdom such as, watch out for fucking tap water. If you have a local well, and you've been putting plastic clothes into your laundry, and it's going into a leach field in your yard, and your well is only a few hundred feet deep, do the math. It's a matter of time before those PFAS from your own laundry is washing into your now water supply. Your well has PFAS because you wear plastic, because you use soap that is plastic, that has surfactants, that has all sorts of fucking chemistry experiments that they're happy to use on your family. But your family is supposed to be fucking wise enough and fucking aware enough not to kill itself, not to cover itself in toxins, industrial fucking runoff that you're just fucking convinced is good for you. Like, you realize that sea salt is fucking from the ocean. It's from the desalination. Somebody wants fresh water, and they're getting very clean, fresh water. And all the fucking trash in the ocean, the leftover stuff, there's your sea salt. And they said, how can we get people to do this instead of Morton's, which gives you a needed nutrient, iodine? Sea salt doesn't guarantee iodine. It has trace amounts, sure, but they don't even bother to add the motherfucking iodine. Because Americans are stupid enough to mistake sea salt on a bag of processed dog shit as quality. Marketing was from the Mad Men era. Marketing is over because anybody can pick up their phone and make a video and make fun of your family for how plastic it is. Don't use plastic silverware. Don't use plastic plates. Fucking wood is beautiful. Metal, oh God. Pewter might even have its own. The point is, you just reuse these things. This is a trend of plastification, which was Hallmark's business model. We wonder why the family is just flat fucking retarded. And your kids are you're gonna send them away to college where anybody with the barest iota of worldliness is gonna just ridicule the shit out of them, endlessly outplaying them, demonstrating that where they came from is a backwater cultural fucking cesspool. You don't have to be that. You shouldn't be that. If you feel that way, I may just look in the middle. I don't know. Is this? I gotta see where. Maybe it's over here. It's over on this side. If you feel like pride keeps you doing dumb shit, and that real dumb shit is literally like eating plastic, and you start picking up prescriptions when you're so young. They just tried to give me a prescription. No. Not yet anyways. You got your boom bap ready? You ready to like take the doctor and put him to task, research what they're saying you have, consider alternative reasons it may be happening, potentially take the reins of your own treatment? Are you going to stay responsible in that discussion with your doctors in case there's something that you're overlooking? I am so far. So I'm on a journey right now. But I've been on the deplastification journey. I've been on the no seed oils journey. I've been on the no preservatives journey. I've been on the dry stock in my regular rotation journey. I've been in the making every meal I eat candy. Absolute candy. And my blood pressure is 120/70. I just got my lipids tested. It's been years. But why don't I have to worry about that at 43? Is that you at 43? Is that your family members when they're 43 years old? Could they possibly go 4 or 5 years without getting their numbers checked? Would they be racked with anxiety because they have a faith in numbers? If they claim a faith in numbers, that's the trap. That's my ultimate trap. If you have a faith in numbers, learn calculus, fuzzy logic, and deep learning, and I will show you numbers. If you bring lazy, sloppy arguments to me, I'm not going to argue with you. You're going to keep eating plastic, and you're going to curse your kids to plastic-filled bodies, to smoke-covered lungs. And they wouldn't even get to enjoy it like I did. They won't get to drink like I did. They won't get to smoke like I did. I lived like a rock star for many years. Well-spent youth, which is up until about 40, is how I feel now. And that's to give space to young people, right? Not to act like I just crossed some serious border, just really reflecting on how much things changed once I was much more certain in who I was and wanted to be. And that really does happen around 40, for me anyways, is when it did. There were other things that I knew I wanted my environment to be, but I hadn't projected willpower through a character who I was determining to be me. And I think that right now, because people are hopelessly out of touch, the character that I should really build should be engineered to harmonize with a wide variety of people on some things, and to call out other things. Call out eating dog shit. Call out traditional meals that was my family. Do it with your family if you need to. Take care of your family, okay? Go take care of that. Holidays are a minority of the year. Let's just have a weekly event where we just get down. And let's keep it so everybody's welcome as long as they're looking to make that local harmony. We're not going to gatekeep. We're not going to shut neighbors down. But we are going to keep track of contributions, all of them. It will be on those individuals to make sure that their contributions are counted. And if you are of the sort that just wants to, contribute, yes, we need philanthropists. But if you are, oh man, I'm too broke to volunteer, there's no way I would just give away my time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're not alone. That's not me. I've seen the change in our society coming, and I've lived a very humble existence for a long time getting ready for it. I have a little bit of a nest egg for myself. Right now, I got to get it kicking and get productive. But I think that the productivity that we need in the future is through this that I'm talking about right now. And it comes from human communities. One, we have to stop the political wrangling. Sure, 20 years ago, maybe you thought that you were going to cheat the world and get yourself some footing. But if right now, if in your network right now, the average person is not secure enough to even talk about a new project, what do you think your network is doing? Do you think that's normal or healthy? Where's your leadership going to set a bar of like, okay, a new project, we need something to give us hope locally? And is it that hard to get 20 people together, be productive in some way, and they walk away with what they were productive doing? Can we make food and give everybody food and they take home food for the week? And nobody's hungry? They don't spend any money to eat anymore? Yes? I did it 20 years ago, downtown in Ohio. It's easy. It's basic awareness. And if you put your hands from top to bottom of the process, securing the food, paying for it, preparing it, food safe, safe serve. We can do that. We can do more than that. I can automate it for you. I can put it in a fucking clean room for you, okay? If you're worried, it's gonna, I don't know, chuckleheads and their bullshit. Jesus fucking Christ, these queens. And so preparing it, now hosting that event, getting people together. Okay, I've already got halls. I'm an elk and a Freemason. Those organizations could use relevancy. We can make use of their resources and still maintain our autonomous identity. We can be parts of several organizations at once. Okay, which is what I'm doing. But you don't have to do that. You talk with me. We form something aside, something level, where everybody who comes in, every move we make is documented. Once you're part of a team and there is that sort of accountability where we are proactively creating relevant accountability, which it's not happening in Western society, but you can do it at home now, and you can normalize it with fucking spreadsheets and cameras that count things automatically now. Literally cameras that count things automatically. You don't have to enter it in. Oh man, the AI is going to realize I enjoy myself. So, the point is, you don't need me. You just need the idea. And I'm giving it to you. I'm not selling this idea. You need the sane awareness that plastic in your body is not ideal. It's not what you should be. Just fucking, yeah. Okay. Or shit in your air. Not filtering your air. I've got 8 20 by 25 inch HVAC filters running right beside me with 8 CPU fans pulling air through them. All cardboard, all taped up. I'm going to get some wood. I'm going to build up my permanent Corsi Rosenthal box. I've got some interesting ideas. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. It's going to be fucking cool. It's going to be a little roll-around island that has a work surface on top. And I don't have to balance or anything, right? Or use any tape. I want to be able to slide in the filters. I'm going to make gaps, just like you have in your furnace, right? But I'm just going to build that up. I'll put that on camera. You guys want to see it? It's a Corsi Rosenthal box. Look it up. It's how you should filter your air. Okay? Just fucking get it done. Be your family, right? Sure, I'm an asshole. Well, be an asshole for your kids, shouldn't I? Shouldn't we, as society, right? There's the familial level of organization which we are a part of. There's the American level, the national level, the Michigander level, the Traverse City level for me. That's my general geography, okay? We've got everything we need, right? We have a large population that is struggling that we can proactively engage, but we got to show up with more than conversation. We gotta build this thing first, right? Give it time to build up steam. And I'll do fucking daily events. I'm always online. I'm always connected. You can always reach out to me. We are literally coexisting all the time now. And even if you don't want to, just by driving around, your car is like, oh my God, it's a data hog selling it to everybody. Your phone, you are generating a data stream that is incredible, whether you want to or not. This is welcome to the present moment, everybody. And it's a wonderful fucking thing, because we're going to get to a point to where you are growing your food better because your system at home is able to, from a camera, look at the plants and it goes, wow, those could be a little bit more green. Let's do this. And I'm looking forward to a food forest future where it's like, plant this plant. And in 5 years, we'll be seeing this harmony just emerge where you never touch it anymore. Perennial food supply, where you learn to just harvest gently from I want 3 foot wide of plants and a 4 foot path covered in wood chips. So you just have this beautiful rows upon rows. We should curve it too, and just like fun designs, right? But very modular sized, right? Why aren't we building this, you guys? Wouldn't you want to be there? What you're going to do instead is you're going to fly off to some other fucking place. They're going to go to a farm-to-table restaurant. You're going to do this in Traverse City. You're going to go to a grape field. You're going to fucking walk around. Oh, I'm in nature. Oh, it's so great. This winery. I really feel myself coming back to my roots, okay? Why not have it that much further in your suburb? Do you love your lawn that much? Do you appreciate the idea of it? Do you understand where a lot of these cultural tenets even came from? Let's have that conversation. Let's talk about how, yes, controlling bugs was a serious thing for a while. Bugs are a key part of the ecosystem, you guys. They stabilize it. We got to stop killing all the bugs, okay? You don't want to sterilize the fucking planet of the bugs. Their biomass is incredible. They're managing so much work that we don't have to because they're there. And when you break down those systems, oh geez, stop killing the bugs. Let them just do their fucking thing. Nature will naturally adapt. It is not for us to contain the world. Do reasonable things around your property, sure. But you can be very close to nature, and you should be. You're breathing all that in. And the nature all around you hears it. And when you see bugs, you let them outside. You're not here to like fucking just kill bugs because you don't get to be a human being worthy of respect and be terrified of fucking bugs. Okay, this is Michigan. If you got a fucking black widow, okay. If you got a tick, okay. Maybe you don't want to fuck with it, but anything else, there's nothing here to worry about. All things that we should have real conversations about, and that your family, as it raises kids, they're reflecting how your adults behave. That's what they're naturally going to do. And then when you send them out, if they're not fully grown yet, a social order breaks down. Keep them closer to home. And we can do it all here. We're not going to do it in the middle of downtown. We need acreage, and no individual should own it. It'd be great if we could get it trusted to the community, trusted to the country. I mean, fuck, let's just get people on level there and get them to be professional, mature fucking people. Yeah, very. I organized downtown, okay? I dealt with the crazy, I dealt with the dramatic, I dealt with the bullshit. I will see that behavior that coming from a long way away. And I will not join that team. I bring a lot of talent. I might bring some resources. I bring the halls, at least. We can do it yourself. You can join the Elks, do it. Join the Masons and convince them to let you use the hall, and you steal my idea, and I'll just go to your party. I'm a proud American. I'm happy to live among my neighbors, pursuing joy in life, escaping disease, escaping bitterness, the spiritual disease of nihilism, of exhaustion, of fucking feeble excuses in the face of just a person eating like a fucking king. Caesar would fucking... his eyes would roll back in his head, understanding the difference in the supplies that we actually get from me. I'd put fucking money on that. I think I've got a fundamentally different quality. I don't envy anything that they ate back then because they didn't have the transportation to give the variety. They didn't have the knowledge to optimize it. I mean, you look at the amount of flat mistakes we've made in the past. They put fucking antifreeze in wine. What was popcorning people's lungs and vapes? Like, understand the ramifications of this shit. What are they flavoring your shit with? Basic questions that we should have at a party while everyone's having a good time, while we're listening to music, maybe we're making music. While we're eating food, maybe making food. While we are just building our future. And with every time you come and you have this social experience, you're with somebody else, we're showing you how to do it, somebody's experts keep an eye on you, you leave more in control of your own life. Control. Life, Nietzsche did it beautifully, okay? Measure your day by... go to a corner, sit there for a minute, by yourself, face yourself. Was your day affirmed? Did it give you hope? Do you look forward to tomorrow? When do you look forward to? Have you been relegated to 2 weeks a year? And are you crazy so that when you get those 2 weeks, you struggle and struggle and spend and spend and spend money that could liberate your family, pretending to have taste or to be escaping something versus doing exactly what you're fucking told, even with your fucking vacation? It's sad. It's America. It's Americana when the tasteless and the mob are given free fucking license. And there's no grown adults ready to like poke him in the eye and say, once you're over 40, bud, I'm not going to give you the space I give a fucking adolescent kid. and face to face, I will face you down with your kid right beside you, and I'll make fun of your fucking diet. I'll make fun of the stupid shit you still do that your parents never did, that you learned to do as an adult, as a literally unconscious zombie, pretending to have taste because because you're part of the fucking economy and you're convinced that's signs of life. I believe in a human spirit that is divine. I think it's in you, it's in me. Buddha nature, be a way to call it. Holy Spirit, maybe. What fills us. Holy Spirit makes it sound external, but it's when we attune to like the resonance of our moment. We are leaving generations to struggle. Are you kidding me? Do you think you're gonna be able to, deflect it away like I wasn't paying attention? Come to the party. And that's what's gonna make the party stay alive. Because I dare them. I dare the exploitative people to show up. I've got this thing in me. It's hungry. It's developed, as a friend of mine said, a sheepdog nature. It proves me right when I have to take action. It proves me right when I pull some person off a victim. And when you're so advanced in the game and they're like on their way towards the victim and you're just like tripping them up every step and they can't figure out why their game's not working anymore, but you're just bing, 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 bing. And the victim gets to watch the approach. The victim learns the truth of the exploitative intent. God, my shoulder's getting tired because I'm talking so fucking much. And downstream community changes result. Everybody's encouraged to whine openly. And if you don't whine about it, and you're just getting dragged and crushed, and you're wondering why the thing doesn't slow down for your narrative, the narrative continues throughout all time. Life continues day by day. Kids are literally going to college today. Children are going to schools where idiots called professors talk old world bullshit. And they're being robbed blind. Money that, God, just a fucking $100 grand. You know what you can do with $100,000 cash? How is Gen Z gonna get $100 grand built up? I did. I didn't own a car, never bought a new car. I bought old cars. I didn't lease. I didn't have collision. I bought $5,000 cars from high school to now. My last one was like $12,000, but that was during 2020, I believe. Yeah, 2022. But it was during a major used car shortage. So really getting a car like I did for 12 was a phenomenal deal. But point is, that's my spendy. I'm 43 years old. I'm a sales engineer. And what kind of car am I looking for? Here we go. Bam. Psh, got it. Less to insurance. Less to... Oh, wait, no, I did. I have to have collision with it. And actually, that's a big difference there. But that's still $1,200 a year. And it's something that's new for me to even get collision. These are choices that I made. I didn't buy a house. I rented. I lived humbly. And I was able to squirrel away some money. And I've spent that building in myself a familiarity with online communications, with basic media production as it exists right now, with how younger people are making use of it, with how they exchange resources while they're doing it. Because right now it's just a maelstrom of different ideas, and nobody has operating instructions for how you should throw a show and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's kind of my skill. So to do that right, being part of any adolescent political games doesn't work. And your hierarchy, if it has those, if it's run by bigots at all, it's a total non-starter. So don't bother me anymore. Just go be bigoted, whatever. Nobody cares. You're not going to have part of the future. Kids are going to smell you. You're going to fucking stink. And your kids are going to fucking be bigots when they come to the party. Congratulations. You win, I guess. You get to mislead your children. It's a wonderful contract we have, isn't it? I use that money to develop an awareness. I don't know many other 43-year-olds who are doing anything online, interacting with young communities and effectively impacting them. Driving an engine of development across, for me, at Twitch, I'll wager a dozen streamers right now that are having active impacts from significant investments of mine, hundreds of dollars sometimes. That was just very well spent. Being present and humanizing a narrative. Because it's really not hard to understand the game, it's just hard to experience it enough times. And when I ran community centers, I got to experience it over and over and over and over and over again. I got pulled into everybody else's because with my level of influence, I could easily resolve it. Also, I was generally fair. Generally. I was not perfect, but it's just who I am. I'm the original PKer. I wonder if anybody will get that. But anyways, I am. That was what my friends called me in high school. Because I kept killing everybody. But if they did something wrong, it was a lawful, good attitude. The karma's real, and if you're going to run a venue, if you're going to be the face of these things, then it becomes important to become that sort of person. And not uncorruptible, but transparent. Transparent enough to where you are no longer able to slip accountability. Transparent to where everybody can, in a quick glance, can figure out what's going on, but ultimately transparency that the AI will use to create a pattern that will set a default expectation, that will notice deviations, that will draw attention to it and enact a system of human-guided effort, at least to begin with. You don't want to do this automatically. Enact the system to turn around and make choices such as get everybody an iSpring water filter now. Find out who's worried about stuff and okay to eat beans and rice. Let's figure out a way to make some beans and rice that they enjoy. I think I can do it. Add the right salts and sugars. They don't understand how easy it is to make delicious food out of anything. Fresh is the way too. I mean, you got to eat fresh. Super fresh. And it should sound good. It should sound like music now. There's music fucking everywhere. Why aren't you making music yet? And go do it and invite everybody. And once you do that, then I should be able to get in too, just like everybody else. And my struggling friends who I had to leave in the dust so long ago. Summarize all that. In 2009, I gave my community a very clear ultimatum. Over and over again. It's in Facebook, but before it was on Facebook, it was person to person. People who treated me in general with respect didn't respect me that much. Didn't think that I could understand what was changing. And what I told them was my ultimatum. There are three systems: technology, ecology, and economy. These three systems are divergent. They will begin to crash. As they crash, there will be scaling expenses for business. There will also be scaling impacts to the other systems, and they will lead into a spiral of chaos, a breakdown of control. That's what I said in 2009 to my community, and I said it for 2 years until they were tired of hearing it. They got real serious with me. Fucking retards. I took it really serious. I don't understand how they don't care. The dumb shit these fucking artists tried to say to me trying to act big when I knew they were already broke. It hurt letting them go back in 2011. It was terrible. It was spurred by becoming a whistleblower in South Africa. I went to South Africa doing work. This whole time I'm doing all this, I'm also a controls engineer working with the most advanced automation that's being integrated at the time. Vision-guided robots all the time. Oh my God. And in Africa, I became a whistleblower. Thought I was going to die for a couple days. That shot my nerves. That's when I pulled out of downtown. I'm a healer of others. I'm also a healer of myself. Gone through it, put it back together. It's not as stable as even they act theirs is. You know what I mean? Like, the point is, if theirs is so stable, why can't they deal with these inputs? To be truly aware and stable is to be capable of dealing with all the variety of inputs that you might run into, is what I would say. And the experience of my anxiety system, my warning system in my body going haywire for many years. 2011 until 2017. 6 years. That's safe to say. Mostly dealt with self-awareness, dreams, making art, still actually campaigning, trying to get people, trying to build network awareness, introducing this idea, this ultimatum all along, not just in conversations, but also in social media. People thought they forewent considering that I might be an expert, telling them pure knowledge, and they just decided that it was ravings of a maniac. Well, the party sometimes is that. And the point is, if I would have, in 2013, if I would have actually started this, I don't think we would have made it to today. Do you? I did it twice. I had 2 of my businesses sabotaged by the city around me. I don't believe that it would have lasted through the mess. And you can see the community efforts, why they struggle to have traction. I think they're starting one up locally here too. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. You're not even beginning to have the real conversation that needs to happen, which is close the loop with your fucking volunteer base, you fucking idiots. You're going to fucking sit here and act like you're helping people when you're absorbing all the fucking city's money to fucking have a party to your own fucking ego. We're already online. Your bullshit fucking party has to suffer this fucking Eye of Sauron talking head pointing out that you're fucking losers. I'm not even that much of a rock star anymore. You know why? Because I chose to stick it out. And, as they say, willingly to the madhouse. I never went to a shrink. I never was mad. I was an engineer who realized that if you people don't respect numbers, I don't need to respect anything you say. You really do not have logical positions if you want to talk about systems and you don't have calculus. You don't have the beginning of understanding what the numbers mean. So shut the fuck up. At the party. Or you can speak and then I'll just tell you to shut the fuck up. If you step out of line, the conversation should contain it. You want to see how this works? Talk to me about it. I will point you to online spaces which require almost no moderative action. We make trolls stop trolling. We heal them. We take their little troll spirits, their bitterness, their little sad bitterness. We go, oh, you're so adorable. And they walk away appropriately humbled. If they were raised better, they would have started humble. And if they've been humbled, doesn't matter who they are. And this is why I don't do it in the middle of downtown, because Traverse City has a whole bunch of losers who cannot face reality. Like every other, fucking downtown in America right now, just a legion of idiots and their fucking bullshit cultural lies that they're bartering with each other while they fucking do pills. Huffing fucking energy drinks all fucking day. You are the epitome of a fucking junkie, right? If you need 2 energy drinks a fucking day, look in the fucking mirror already. Stop acting like you have taste, and don't think that we're not gonna clock you when you're fucking getting the twitches 3 hours after you fucking show up because you haven't had an energy drink. And your body's actually called to perform suddenly. You have to actually stand in front of reality, in front of people who you want to earn their respect. Stand tall. Can you keep standing tall? I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm not trying to stand tall. I'm in the mud. I love that. That's a family thing. That's who we are. It's my little sisters, man. I mean, it's literally growing up being constantly wrestled, attacked. It was fun. It's just our family culture. And that immediate fighting, we got to figure out some way to get some more sight on that, and we got to stop hurting ourselves. Which I'll just make a party. I'll just go find another party now. I'm only 43. I might as well do it. Done it a few times. Made entire scenes. Man. People always try and tell me how I'm supposed to interact with other people to get somewhere. They never imagine I've built places they can't even dream of. Many times, many moments, in a fucking second. Completely shattering somebody's perspective of reality. I failed it, definitely. I've also politicked through it, and I integrated it to my politics. So just take it very seriously before you start the back and forth, because the energy that I send back is many staged. It shoots off in a direction you're not going to see, and it takes a long time to come back around, and it might just be a shattering blow to realize that your family didn't respect engineering, didn't respect strategy, didn't respect reality. Your family was not masculine. It's the definition of that clownish nihilism, the last men, that we get told about by Nietzsche. I could be wrong. We'll fucking record it. We're going to put this shit online. Just like this. It's that easy. Anyways, I'm going to get back to my day. Rock on, everybody. Be good. And, you're on camera. Not... you might think that me talking this close to my face is like an intimate thing between us. You just don't realize that over time, when you amass all the marketing data that's being amassed on you as you drive your car down the road, as you go into every store, as you use your credit card, as you go online and do anything, looking at a site does it. How fast you scroll, shit like that. This is fed into the metadata. So the real output of your body is being clocked digitally all day. It's no longer time to let vanity keep you from learning lessons about getting plastic out of your life. And that goes double for socialization. Getting liars, getting last men, Nietzsche's last men, out of your life. Then you might have some naturally occurring joy and you might enjoy tomorrow. It's really hard to get that attitude inside these corporations. For me, anyways, it was. And getting away from it was wonderful. The coworkers were not bad people. They were people. But they were just barely hanging on when I showed up. That's not a future to... It's not the people we need these kids to see, is it? We need them to believe that they're going to... 60 years of enjoyment as adults. Quote-unquote adults. From 20 on, let's get them productively engaged. Let's make sure they're fed. Sure, we'll challenge them. No ground and pound. No haunting these people. That's one thing that you'll notice. It's kung fu hustle, okay? This is my ideal. Hold me to it. And kung fu hustle, in the end, the protagonist is coming down on the beast, the big bad guy. And the big bad guy feigns surrender and then tries to attack him. And the guy does moves. Either one of them, he could have ended the beast twice. And he twice demonstrates that he has that power. And then the beast, after the second time, the beast says, "How did you do that?" And the protagonist says, "Would you like to learn? I will teach you." You may not know chess. You don't need me to teach you chess. I could teach you a lot about chess. You don't need me, though. I didn't have AI that taught me how to play chess. You do. There's fundamental changes that, in order to take advantage of, you start from understanding there's a tech-based disruption going on. Understand the disruption, harness that change, focus it to reduce the pain points of our society right now, and be the kind of neighbor who is mindfully aware and investing in reducing the overall pain. We're not benefiting by leaving our neighbors out anymore. We're not trying to teach anybody this fucking bullshit moral lesson about fucking history, okay? You go ahead and do all that shit yourself. Kids are hungry. Kids are getting dumb. They were never part of a conversation like this.